Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, yo. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome. It's the 21st of March, 2023. Now, I think there is a news item. There's a news item today. Let me just quickly, share this. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to find some trades today, even if it is, even if they are scalp trades, 1 or 2, that should be fine. Okay. Right here. So there is this news. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There is some news which has basically just a USD, a CAD news, Canadian news, which basically just took place. Let's see if it affected anything. Well, this is gold. It surely did not affect gold. GJ, did it affect GJ? Maybe, maybe. This is the 15-minute time frame. GJ has dropped by 30 pips. So maybe it has affected GJ. Let's try USD CAD. Oh, okay. I can see that there. I can see that. Okay, not much really. It just looks like a big candle, but it's not really a big candle. So we're going to take our time and find the best setups as usual and see what, I mean, for now, really, I would avoid any CAD related pair just to let the market settle, as it were. Let the market settle at least on that pair before anything. Okay, so let's just have a glance at other pairs to see how they've moved today. I usually trade the London session. I usually do the London session live on Tuesdays, but because of some circumstances at the moment beyond my control, I'm not able to trade in the mornings. However, the strategy I use is the same, for all time frames, for all sessions. It works. I mean, that's the kind of strategy you want, really. You want a strategy you can apply that works across board. Okay, so let's, I have some pairs which I love to trade. There is the Euro Aussie dollar, which seem to have moved a lot today, but that's fine. The market does not move in one direction. There are times when it pulls back and can possibly give you some quick trading opportunity. So let's have a look at this Euro Aussie dollar. it has moved about 200 pips today. I can see. Okay, I mean, realistically, I'll be looking for a pullback on that one, if anything. So let's just have a glance at this. So let's start from the higher time frames. We can see what's going on here. We can see this big move here. Let me just quickly mark out some spaces. Okay. So this zone here basically is the close of the market, the close and the high of yesterday's market, and we can see the price has moved up like so. Okay. Yeah, I mean, because of this move, I really would be waiting for a pullback. That's going to be the best way to approach this. Waiting for a pullback on that one. So if you're joining us for the first time, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully, you'll be able to get a trade with us today if you are already a trader. Otherwise, you could just watch, just observe and see what we do and how we do it. Okay, so I mean, we've looked at this one now. Let's now go to another pair. Like I say, because of the move, this push up, when the price pushes up, well, pushes in one direction like that, either to the upside or downside, you want to wait for, either a pause before you get in, otherwise a proper pullback. So let's assume it started from here. Let's see. Today is the 21st, isn't it? So it really started from, yeah, somewhere here. So basically, this is the move, the beginning of the move all the way. I mean, it did pause somewhere along the line, somewhere on the journey on the way up, but they just kept on pushing up. I would now wait for a pullback, really. I mean, if we go back quickly to a higher time frame, we'll see what's going on here. This is where we are on this 4 hour. If we look left, we see that there are areas where, it is at a place where, there have been rejection lately. Let's go to the daily. There've been rejection lately, although it could be targeting that area. Let's, oops. I mean, in as much as, there are candles here, there are wicks here to the left, that's, the open. It could be targeting the open on that day, which means it could possibly move another 40 pips today. That's not uncommon for Euro Aussie dollar to move as much as 220 pips in a day. So I would instead, focus on the lower time frames for an entry. Would decide what we do on the lower time frames. So this one is a no for me at the moment. GJ, we saw GJ a while ago did seem to react to the market. So let's go back to GJ and see. Let's go back to GJ. GJ is a popular one among a number of traders. Okay, so we see that's what happened. That's what happened in the last 15 minutes or so. whereby GJ moved by about 30 something pips. Okay. Again, let's go quickly to a higher time frame and see where we could mark things off. This is just to get an idea of the overall time frame, overall, direction of the market. Okay. Now this could still drop. It could still drop. However, we'll just also again go to the lower time frame. We see all this wick at the bottom. Nevertheless, there's no proof yet that it is it has reversed. I believe it could still drop the way it is. I mean, if this goes above, if the price pushes above there, then obviously we'll be looking for a buy. This is nevertheless the daily time frame, so we're not going to be necessarily taking trades here. We just want to get an overall direction of the market. So let's go to a lower time frame. We'll mark it out nevertheless. Oops. We'll go to a lower time frame and decide what to do with this one. Let's start with the 30-minute. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah. So, I mean, basically, the way I'll be looking to trade this is where it is at. Mind you, this is the high and the close of yesterday. This zone I've marked out, which is like some sort of range there. So what I'll be looking to do is if the price, begins to go up, and this is obviously a bearish candle, it's failing to break that little space there. We can see on this time frame that there has been there has been some range. It's been ranging, in the last 3 hours or so. If I'm going to be buying, I'll prefer if it broke above here. Oops. If it broke above here, then I'll be looking to buy. Most likely, if it ends up as a bullish candle, really, but preferably I want it to break above this green line or the highs, the recent highs, for a buy. I would say this is still, yeah, that's the way I'll be looking to trade that one. Okay, let's check the 15 minutes just to see. Okay. Let's check the 5. Right. Okay, I mean, really, we could take a trade on this one now. I'll just check other pairs first. Let's see how this plays out. This is the 15-minute time frame. We could actually take let me just place the position box there. I'm not entering just yet, but just to say that I have my eye on this one. I mean, again, for those who normally trade with me, You know, when you see the yellow broken lines or dotted lines, I would say broken. That's where I usually will be looking to get in the trade. Let's go back to the daily and pull this down slightly. Okay. I'm looking for a sell now on GJ. Just a quick one, a one candle stop loss as it were. I've not entered yet. I haven't entered yet. You know, so somewhere around here is where I'll be looking to get in. You know what, let's take this box off actually. Let's take that box off. Let's take it out of the way. Okay. So if we sell this one now, we're going to be looking for at least 45 pips. I have not entered yet, so just be mindful of that. Great British Pound, JPY, potential sells. Okay, so we'll wait for the close of this candle and decide what to do with it. So it could push up, it could push up. I mean, if it pushes up, yes, that could be, you know, that could mean that we are risking less. But let's see how this one plays out. Let's see how it plays out. Just to give you a perspective, let's go back to the daily. You see, we're now spending time on this. I mean, if you see a good setup or a potentially good setup, you want to, as it were, focus on it. It's easier sometimes to focus on what looks like a good setup as opposed to finding something that you would have to spend too much time analyzing. Okay. So wait for the close of this candle and see what we do with it. I reckon what could happen here is it could push up a bit and then begin to come back down. Okay, so let's look at, let's go back to that USD CAD. Okay, not too keen on this one yet. Euro, Aussie dollar, that has to pull back properly. It has to come back down a bit more. Gold. Let's check the higher time frame. Oh, that was a big push, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I can remember this one. This is the daily. Today is Tuesday, Monday. The Friday, market was like so. I didn't trade that, but one of our members basically told me that he caught some pips there. It closed the trade and then saw the candle keep on pushing. So this is where we are at with this one. Let's go to the lower time frame. Looks like a head and shoulder there. Okay, so that's the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to the 15. Right, okay, where would I have wanted to enter this? I would have loved to enter here, somewhere around here. Is it too late for us? Let's find out. Yeah, I mean, run about where it is now is where I would have been looking to get a 1-to-1 at least. If I'd entered here, stop loss somewhere here, stop loss somewhere there. So it's like giving a 1-to-1 at the moment. Let's see if we can still enter. Really, I'll prefer if it gave us, I'll prefer if it pulled back for us. Yes, I'll prefer if this pulls back for us slightly. Okay. Right, you. GJ, okay, GJ is pushing back up. That's fine, that's fine. We're in no rush, we're not rushing. So what I said I'm looking for on GJ is, a sell. We want this to now begin to go down, leaving us a top wick. We would want a topping wick on this current candle, this 15-minute candle, and then we would look for a sell. If you look at this candle on GJ, it is one big push down, but you can actually combine these two red candles as one big push down. That was most likely responding to the news event. No, I haven't taken any trade yet, Cyril. I have not entered any trades yet. You see, that's why it's good to wait for the close of candles. So basically, the way I'm looking to trade this is, if it breaks above this previous high, I will be looking to buy. If it breaks below this current, candle, sorry, this previous candle, I'll be looking to sell. Right. Okay. Okay, so if you're joining us for the first time, hope you do gain some value from this. Even if we don't take any trades, definitely I'll be looking at you learning a thing or two, even as it relates to trading. One thing you should know about price action. Well, yes, I know you see some moving averages on the chart here, but you also need to know about price action. If one price action technique is to know that when there is a big push in one direction, usually maybe one candle or two candles, you can expect it to at least give you a one-to-one. In the case of this bearish candle, this big bearish candle, now there's another small candle there, so you could basically join them together. A push down would mean a further push down, which would equal the length of this candle, the length of the two, which would be like 40, let's just say 42 pips or so. So I'm expecting a push down from here, the close of this candle, possibly giving us 42 pips. That's, price action for you. So that's why I marked it here like so. That's why I've marked it here like this, but we are not in the trade yet. So I have said potential sells. Now, does it mean we just, jump in now? Not necessarily. I mean, if you do, you could be risking more. Well, you could be risking less in the sense of pips, that you have a stop loss. But the fact that the price has pushed more than halfway, that tells you there is some battle going on between the bulls and the bears. So I would rather wait for a close below this now to sell. That's what I'll be looking to do. That's what I'll be looking to do. Right. Okie dokie. So let's watch what happens with this. I mean, this could end up being a zone, a range. I mean, there was some sort of range there. So you can see what happened. There was this range here. It pushed up and formed another range. You know, really, I would now want it to break above or below those two mini ranges. Meaning, let's clear that. Meaning, I would prefer it to break below here for a quick sell, or above there, you know, for a buy. Okay, I mean, if that's going on, let's check another pair. Oh, okay, this gold seems to want to push down. Let's quickly check others as well. USD CAD, that's neither here or there. The gold one, let's check the higher time frame. Oh, okay. The gold one is looking rather attractive. Let's just check a few more time frames and see. 1 minute, guys. We are not rushing. We just want to take our time and get it right. Right. Okay, so I mean, with this gold move, let's give it the close of the 30 to the 15. Let's see the 15-minute candle. Yeah, I mean, this is looking to sell really. Hopefully, if it comes back here, then we'll sell. Let's have the we're looking for potential sales on that one. Now, I'm wanting us to have a decent stop loss, not a wide stop loss. I don't want us to risk too much. Yeah. Okay, if you're watching us on YouTube, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Encourage the young man. Okay, so we're looking for a potential sell on this one. We are still keeping an eye on pound JPY, but the gold setup is the better option now. Okay. So the way I'm looking to trade this is basically, if this closes here, if it closes as a bearish candle, I will look to sell and place my stop loss slightly above there. I could decide to move the stop loss higher, but the whole idea is to target, to come all the way here, to come all the way here. Let's check it out on the higher time frame. I haven't entered yet. You can see my position box is not next to the candle as it were. Okay, let's keep our eye on gold. Let's not be distracted. GU, let's bring up GU. I was looking at GU earlier on this morning. Let's bring out GU. GU, come on, GU. AKA a cable. Ah, this is clearly bullish. This is bullish overall. Now, guys, when you see, okay, my internet connection was playing up. So, like I was saying, this is clearly bullish. This is a bullish, setup on the daily time frame. Now, this is today's candle. The fact that you see today's candle being red doesn't mean it's bearish overall, or it's a bearish market. It's just a pullback. I believe it's just a pullback. Today is just a pullback candle, for it to continue up. I mean, if we go to lower time frames, let's check the 1 hour. Yeah, it's definitely, I believe this is definitely a pullback on GU. 56 pips, okay. So, I mean, you can see the move basically started from here. On this 1 hour candle, just a minute, guys. I mean, the move started from here, pushed up, pulled back, up, paused, and is gone up. I believe it's going to, be continuing. It's just taking a pause here. When this candle, this current red candle on the 1 hour, pushes up and turns green, that would be a good time to buy. If you like, when this bearish candle, it's got 40 more minutes to close. We're not necessarily going to wait for that, but I'm just telling you how I would trade it. When this, current candle takes out the previous candle, I'll be looking to buy that one, but not just yet. Not just yet. So hope we do get a trade today. I can't wait. I want to get some trades, at least one trade. I want to get at least one trade today, guys. Look at the GU. We did say we're looking for a sell on GU. It's come back down now. So all that push up was just a bluff on the part of the bulls. Pushed up, it has come right back to where it started, which is a 24 pip move down. So this is where I'll be looking to sell. Let's just wait for this candle to close, this 15-minute candle. Or do we go with the 30? Let's see. We don't want to risk too much, do we? No. We don't want to risk too much. Okay, so have a look at this, guys. Let me do some slight teaching here. If we go to the 15, we'll see what happened. You know, this candle pushed down and this continued, and then there was a slight push up. This green candle, as well as this doji candle, now it's come back down. Now, if we go to the 30-minute candle, what you should do really is count these two candles as one. You know, that's, you know, a way to look at it. You know, by the time this closes, you count these two. This has basically come back down to fill the wick of the previous candle. Just count it as one, and then you could say, okay, fine, that is an engulfing candle. You know, so if this closes, as a bearish candle, I would be looking to sell. And then hopefully, you know, take it all the way down. That's what I'm looking to do with this one. Let's check the 1 hour. Okay. Okay, so we're still watching this GJ trade, as well as the gold as well. It's a waiting game. Okay, I mean, obviously, you know, we don't intend to be here forever. You know, I mean, if the trades are not lining up the way we want them, then we would have to, you know, call it a day on YouTube. and I'll switch over to Zoom. Right. Trading. Now this GJ is dropping. I hope it's not trying to fake us out. You know, hope GJ is not trying to get us all excited and then boom, it goes back up. No, we don't want you to do that to us. Yeah, but this looks good, guys. This looks good. You know, if it was my, let's see, if it was my MT4, you know, I would drop a box there like so. I would drop a box there. Like so. Okay. Now note, guys, this is round about here is where I've been looking to sell and have my stop loss there, which is like a 50 pip stop loss. You know, at least 1 to 2. I mean, otherwise you could wait for it to close even lower, or at least, you know, push down lower. I want us to get the best entry for this, guys, so we don't risk too much on this trade. That is paramount for us as traders. We don't want to be risking too much. Risk the least possible, as long as you know as long as you're placing your stop loss where you want to place it. You see, as traders, what I've realized as traders, especially for those who are just starting out, beginner traders, they are thinking of the risk to take in terms of the dollar value or the pound value, the monetary value. That's not how to look at it, guys. Don't be thinking of the dollar value. Don't be saying, oh, if I place my stop loss here, you know, that's going to be like, oh, $5 I'll be losing potentially, or $10. Don't think of the monetary value. Instead, focus on the logical place or the appropriate place to have your stop loss. You know, and we know if you're selling, it should be most likely above the previous candle, the previous 2 candles, the previous swing high. You know, if you might want to consider APR and all that. Sorry, is it APR now? ATR, average true range, and all that. You know, as opposed to, you know, wanting to use the monetary value, you know, for gauging your stop loss. That's also one of the reasons why, you know, some people will jump out of trades quickly. You know, they believe, oh, I've lost so much. Well, has the price gone close to where you should have your stop loss. That's what matters. It's not thinking of how much you've lost. Of course, that's the more reason why you should make sure you are trading with the right lot size, because if you trade with a big lot size, it means that your risk will be a lot more, or your loss will be a lot more if you lose that trade. But if you trade with maybe the 1%, 2%, maybe even 3% risk, then you really should not panic, even if it's going close to your stop loss. If your setup and your rules, your criteria for entry is still valid, you want to go with that. You want to stick to it. Okay. Right. Okay, guys. Sometimes it might seem as though you are taking too much time, but let's still, let's give this some minutes, guys, and see how it plays out. Let's try the 5 minute. Okay. You just want to take it nice and slow sometimes. So if we see the 5 minute time frame here now, we see is now, pushing down, which is what we want really. We want, a confirmation of the move to the downside. Because you can see my two yellow lines, two broken lines. That's basically where I would preferably, I want it to break below this area. So the momentum now clearly seems to be to the downside. Once it breaks below this second yellow line, we know it's going to push, it's going to drop. Okay, so we're watching both GJ and gold. On gold, on this 30-minute time frame, I don't quite like these wicks at the bottom. I'm thinking if you want to go down, just go down, Goldie. That's what I'm thinking, as opposed to throwing some wicks at the bottom. I'm not quite liking those wicks. You know, sometimes when the market moves, it just drops, one big drop, one big candle. But other times it just begins to, you know, push down little by little, which is sometimes sickening, I will call it. And before you know it, it has gone a pretty long way. And you're thinking, oh, I missed all that, you know. But we want to get in at the right time. Okay, so I mean, looking at the 4-hour time frame as well. This is exactly what I was telling you a while ago. You know, when there's a big move in one direction, expect it to push down, you know, equaling that size of the move. So yes, this could further drop, but I now want us to get the best choice between gold and GJ to get into. You know, because I don't know about you, but I don't like to necessarily be in a trade for too long. You know, so what I'm looking at now is the one that has the real momentum to move down quicker. So this is gold and this is GJ. Right. Yep. Gold is definitely taking its time. Gold is taking its time. Right, guys, if you are with us on YouTube at the moment, you might want to join us on Telegram. It's free to join us, you know, so that you can definitely, take trades with us whenever I do post signals. I do give some free signals. I do give some free signals as well. Okay, so you see what I mean, guys. I mean, what you want to do is to do a back test as to what I just told you here. You know, whenever there's a big candle, a big push, either to the downside or upside, it usually gives an equal, a follow-through candle, which is equal the size of that big push. So on this pound USD now, this candle is like 19 pips. if you consider this one that closed, it came down, went up, and then the next candle, let's see if it has given or will give 19 pips. Okay, so we see it's giving 12 so far. At least it dropped as 12. So that's one thing to have in mind. A strategy you could use is to say, okay, fine, if the candle that pushed in one direction is equal to 20 pips, for instance, I know most likely I'll get half of that. I'll get 10 or close to that. Maybe not 20, maybe not 1-to-1, but if it gave 12, if it's a 20 pip push in one direction, I know the follow through candle might be equal to 20 pips as well. Give or take 15 pips and you should be fine. So what I'm saying is, at least with this one now, this candle might close even lower. So we'll keep an eye on it. That's exactly what's playing out with this, GJ at the moment, as well as gold. But I'll be teaching that some more to the VIP members. I've touched on it lately, but I'll be teaching on it some more to give you the different nuances and all that. Right, yo. Oh, look at that, guys. Did you see that? So at least even if we didn't get a trade today, you've gone away with some nugget. This is priceless. A big push in one direction. Now, for some of you who know, well, for those of you who are watching either on YouTube or on Zoom that are part of the GWT group, you know our flagship strategy, combined with what I just taught here now. This was 19 pips. This has now given us 19 pips, 1-to-1 at least. Why didn't I enter? Okay. This one has dropped now. Okay, so we are going to wait for a pullback, and I believe we'll get it. We're waiting for a drop on GJ as well. We want GJ to drop and pull back. This has dropped. I'm not surprised, because gold and pound USD, sorry, not pound USD, gold and pound USD cable, gold and pound USD tend to move in a similar way. So you can see gold now has dropped, and GU as well has dropped. So what are we going to do with this now? This is a good one. We've not missed it. We're going to wait for it to pull back up slightly and we would enter. We don't have to wait for it to come back here. So let's just wait for this now. Let's see how many pips it has done for the day anyway. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's see how many pips it has done for the day. Okay, it's done 50-something pips. That's fine. We know pound USD does do at least, it usually gives close to 100 pips move in a day. Yesterday it gave 116. So which means this still has, you know, some pips to deliver today to us. I mean, the only consideration is it's an overall bullish move. So you have to be mindful of that. You might think it would drop some more, but it could then decide to continue its journey up. So we are going to be watching the lower time frame to decide what to do next. But we are going to most likely be getting another push to the downside. So we want this gold. So from what I'm seeing here now, gold is, let's check the higher time frame, but gold seems to be the better option now, the better setup for us. Come on, Goldie, come on. Let's see. What do I want to do now? The daily time frame. Okay. I mean, if gold is just going to keep on dropping, then we don't want to get in. We want to play it safe. But at least it's giving us that drop below that line. I wanted it to close below that line. Preferably, I wanted to push up now, but I don't think we'll necessarily get a push up. Instead, it might just continue down. So I'm selling gold now, guys. I'm selling gold. Let's try GU. So really, you can decide to go for any which one. You know, depends on you. I am going with gold. I'm selling gold right now. You could sell either gold or GU. Don't take both because they both move the same kind of way. Unless you want to split your lot size in both direction, you know, between the two. This is the 15-minute time frame. Right. I mean, if you were to sell this, where would you place the stop loss? Let's just bring it out. If we're to sell it here, place your stop loss. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, so you can see it's going to be less pips now than we had. Let's take it higher. Let's take it there. Okay, so you could either really sell gold or pound USD. So guys, I'll be closing I'll be stopping the stream on YouTube to continue on Zoom shortly. So we can see it's a 1 to 2 risk to reward. That's where I have my stop loss. So I'm going to be entering now on pound USD. Okay. If we place this here, want to give the market room to move. Okay, so like I said, you could either sell gold or pound USD. Let me just let you know where I'll be placing my take profit points here on pound USD. Now note guys, this is not a day trade. This is not a day trade. This could be a trade that could go on till tomorrow. I mean, I'll check the news calendar for us. Just 1 minute, guys. We are almost done. I usually come looking for scalp trades on the live sessions, but sometimes you don't get scalp opportunities. Okay, so this is like a 1 to 3 risk to reward. This is like a 1 to 3 risk to reward, which is good if we get it. A 1 to 3 risk to reward on pound USD. Okay. So that's TP1, TP2. So we're looking for at least TP4. Well, potential TP4. Okay, so this is pound USD. Let's make a note of that. Pound USD, where are you, where are you, where are you? Okay, so we're risking about 45 pips or so. About 45 pips to potentially gain 130 something pips. But obviously take profit along the way. We're hoping this will now drop for us. Let's have a quick look at the gold. Oh, okay. So the gold has pushed even lower. You know, with the gold, we're looking at a drop to here. So I mean, I won't be marking it up like I marked up the other one. You know, but like I say, do not take both trades. Take only one, if anything. Do not take both. I'll post this. Let's see. Cells. Okay, so hopefully we'll keep on dropping. Let's look at that. Yeah, that's fine. Somewhere around there. I mean, obviously you could take profit when it has got into any of these zones. So that's the one I am taking as well. That's the stop loss there. Okay, guys. So I'll leave it here for today on YouTube, and we will continue over on Zoom. Have a nice day. Have a good trading week. It's only Tuesday. I believe there is still profit to be made during the course of the week. Okay, guys.